That was pressure. That was impressive.
We told her we're going live now.
Going live. Going. Do you have the music? Are you ready? And she's like, I'm fine. And then she hit the countdown. Nice job, dude.
That was awesome. Hi, guys.
Most chicks would fold under that kind of pressure. Good work, Amy. You are not like a normal chick.
She's not. She's a
At
very
all.
manly chick.
Yeah, you should be. If we could do like subtract the 19th Amendment, except for Amy. Just put that clause in there, except for Amy.
Let's just give her a dick.
I'm good.
No, let's not go that far.
I'm
Are
good.
you sure?
I don't need one of those.
Yeah, she does not. She's had enough of
fun with it.
We don't need any more around her.
Play with one if I wanted to.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the show. There's 3G. Ames is here. Busy day. A lot going on. I wanted to get into a couple stories we didn't get into yesterday. South Park, and we kind of ended it at the end of the show, like ran out of time. And Michelle Obama, who is Big Mike, is quickly turning into one of the most divisive, shitty people I can remember.
She's not turned into. She's always been.
Yeah, true. She's always been, but there's been a cloud of cover around her, around the Obamas in general, that we've all had to deal with. And, she's not able to hide that very well anymore. So we'll get into that a little bit later, but obviously today is a huge day.
Big day.
As, everybody rushed to deal with the Epstein files. Before we get to that, though, I wanted to give Amy, I saw this trending last night, and I was like, oh, God, we're going to have to put up with someone being a nightmare tomorrow. As soon as I saw, I can't remember if it was Turtle Boy or if it was your girl. I think it was your girl that was trending, and they're threatening lawsuits. I don't know if that's what this is about, but I wanted to
this
people.
There's a fresher update on Karen Reed, and that is so last night they were kind of excuse me, can you control your dog? Boy. This is a Karen Reed update.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. These idiots.
We don't do barking. A dog killed John O'Keefe. Okay, so it's just
That's why his dog was so upset.
They were on cue, right on cue.
Don't talk about it.
They're running out of here going, she's coming for us.
They're blaming the dog.
So last night, the attorney for Jennifer McCabe, Brian Albert, and Brian Higgins, said they're considering a lawsuit, quote unquote, against
that's what I saw.
Karen Reed and Turtle Boy for defamation. And let me tell you something. I've been following Aiden for a minute now, and almost every show he's like, come on, sue me.
Yeah.
I'm fucking begging you. It gets me rock hard to think about it.
Yeah, of course.
To depose you, to get your emails, bring it the fuck on. Okay? So they ain't scared of a lawsuit for defamation against these jokers. But
so by the way, Greg, I don't think you were here when we interviewed Turtle Boy Aiden.
No.
He's like Massachusetts version of Charlie LaDuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just for context, so kind of what we're talking about. He's kind of an aggressive journalist covering shit, in people's faces.
And he's being charged with witness intimidation for asking questions to these people because he went to their door and knocked on it. He's being charged for witness intimidation for one of those. Okay. And so it's all very entangled. Okay, so then today, Karen Reed's team filed her lawsuit against Michael Proctor, Buchanan, so 3 cops, Tully, and then the people in the house, the McCabes, the Alberts, and Brian Higgins.
And
so she's suing all
students in Idaho, right? No I'm kidding.
Yes, yep. You've got the exact right case.
I just wanted to make sure I was in the ballpark.
Yes, yep. Right part of the country too.
And the guy's co-boner, right?
Yes, okay. Exactly.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Karen Reed.
So, Alan Jackson So that, these people are threatening to sue Karen Reed back, and they're basically like, bring it. But Alan Jackson, my fave attorney, came out with a statement today, and he said, we filed this lawsuit, blah, blah, blah. If these defendants want to answer for that under oath, we welcome it. What we will not do is legitimize a threat to file some imaginary defamation case. That threat is nothing more than a desperate attempt by these defendants to distract the public from the very legal jeopardy they now face. When people start waving around defamation claims to mask their own legal troubles, it tells you everything you need to know. Karen Reed spent years fighting for her freedom against a corrupted investigation. Now she is fighting for accountability. And unlike the criminal case, this time the defendants don't get to hide behind their badges, back channel favors, or manufactured narratives. They will have to answer in a court of law for every lie, every omission, every manipulated report, and every constitutional violation they committed. Bring it on, motherfuckers. I am here for it.
Yeah, they know what the truth is. So it'll say a lot if they actually file it.
What makes you so passionate, though?
She's a chick, this. And it's a whodunit.
I just followed it for so long.
Okay.
I followed the whole first trial, watched it all live.
She might as well have been on the jury.
Oh, whose dog's barking now, Amy?
I know. How embarrassing. But I just got super invested in it, and I truly believe this chick was framed. Like, it's kind of crazy. So, and then I'm really invested in like what they've done to Aiden, because I think it just proves the corruption angle of it all. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That's why. Plus, I like true crime. So that's the update on Karen. And Chris, I want to address something Chris has here. Hey, can you guys clear this up? I've been a Patreon member forever. I also watch YouTube. Where the YouTube subscriber episodes also available to Patreon members. Would you rather Patreon or YouTube? Yeah, you can do either or. You do not have to do both. Patreon is great. I would say stay on Patreon. YouTube is just targeting a different audience, and to bring in additional, it's easier if we have listeners on YouTube to just be like, hey, hit subscribe here instead of sending them over to a Patreon. So if you're on Patreon, stay there. You don't have to do anything fancy on YouTube.
And it probably should have been done on our end right out of the gate.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, do this, and then we'll set up this for members, because in the old days, we had built our own members area and pushed a lot of traffic. This is when, like, at the birth of podcasting, really. So it was like, we just kind of had the idea like, oh, a separate place to send people to go, get something, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, we should have had a YouTube one. I didn't even know that was a thing. So anywhere we can be is good. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's the same thing. You're not getting more at one versus the other. So
right.
You could certainly sign up at both if you want.
Yeah, I mean,
no one's going to bitch you for that. But
you do get fun emojis over here on YouTube.
Oh yeah, the fun emojis.
Yeah. And I guess the only thing that you get different on YouTube is you can be part of the live stream like you are here chatting with us. When we record it, it records live to the members only area on YouTube. I don't know if that's an option on Patreon. So for whatever that's worth to you, I suppose if you joined over on YouTube, you'd get that opportunity. But other than that, it's the same.
Cool. Perfect. All right, let's get into this. The House of Representatives has voted to release all files from the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. Now the bill heads to the Senate, where Chuck Schumer and his team has vowed to hold a vote on it. Donald Trump has signaled that he'll sign the bill if it reaches his desk. They've rushed off. They're rushing right now. They're racing over to the Senate to hold a vote on this now. So we all get on record as unanimously voting for this. We're the good guys. This is baked in a lot of bullshit.
What's going to happen?
Aware.
What's going to happen when he's not in them in any substantive way?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's going to happen. By the way, there's a couple ways this is going to go, and I think the Democrats are well aware of this. They've got an out for this, but there was one guy, Clay Higgins, congressman out of Louisiana, who voted no on this release, and so he's already come out and like, I've been a principled no on this bill from the beginning. What was wrong with the bill 3 months ago is still wrong today. It abandons 250 years of criminal justice procedure in America. As written, this bill reveals and injures thousands of innocent people, witnesses, people who provided alibis, family members, etc. If enacted in its current form, this type of broad reveal of criminal investigative files released to a rabid media will absolutely result in innocent people being hurt. Not by my vote. The Oversight Committee is conducting thorough investigations that has already released well over 60,000 pages of documents from the Epstein case. That effort will continue in a manner that provides all due protections for innocent Americans. If the Senate amends the bill to properly address privacy of victims and other Americans who are named but not criminally implicated, then I will vote for that bill when it comes back to the House. Jamie Raskin, of course, he's the guy that idiot that wears the do-rag, that just gets at the, just bloviates and, whatever. Called on Trump to release the Epstein files immediately. It's just like, we want the whole truth to come out. Even the British monarchy wouldn't put up with this. How about the American democracy? How about we say, no way, we're not going to allow this cover-up to go on for one more day? Shut up, Jamie Raskin.
British monarchy? What the fuck do they have to do with this? What is he even saying?
Yeah. And Trump's not a king, dickhead. So he doesn't just get to fucking release stuff.
The gentleman says that there are not sufficient protections. There are protections in the bill for the victims to make sure that their names will be redacted. And yet we hear even the Speaker of the House of Representatives openly inviting the U.S. Senate to start finger painting on this bill, which we have waited more than 5 months to bring to the floor. Yeah. The Senate should pass the bill exactly as it's written. The president should sign it exactly as he said he would when he finally changed his mind. And the Epstein file must be released. Moreover, if the president is serious about what he's saying, he's got the power to release the Epstein file right now. Nobody's stopping him. It's within his possession. It's within his control. Yeah. He can release the whole thing, and he can redact the names of the victims and others who are innocent. In this
you want Donald Trump to do that?
Yeah, sure, because you'd believe that. Donald Trump's going to go through with a Sharpie. And
they're already saying that Trump has had 1,000 FBI agents scrubbing his name from these.
Yeah.
You see that? And it's all the same exact post on social media.
Yeah.
Like the talking points are out. Trump
I have to get on the distribution list for their talking points.
I know.
They have to get them emailed out.
The fact is, this is a clown show. That was a total show vote from the worst people in society. These people do not give a shit about these victims. I'm sorry to tell you. That. But here's the thing. Federal judges have blocked the grand jury reports from the Epstein case. Okay, so you might go, Trump could just release him. Just release him now, like this idiot just said. It's not how it works, fuckface. So who are the federal judges who blocked the release of Epstein's grand jury records? They were appointed, all of them, by Democrat presidents, just so we're clear on this. District Judge Richard Berman issued a key ruling in New York denying the release of Epstein grand jury materials appointed by Clinton. Judge Paul Engelmeyer in New York also rejected a request to release grand jury transcripts tied to Ghislaine Maxwell, appointed by Barack Obama. Judge Robin Rosenberg denied a request to unseal grand jury records from earlier investigations appointed by Obama. So that's the truth. Those clowns all know that. So the question then is, okay, if those judges blocked their release, can the president just release them anyways? What with being President Trump, he apparently has a magic wand to do whatever he wants. The answer is no, he cannot. Grand jury secrecy is controlled by federal law, not the president. Grand jury materials are governed by Rule 6E of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure. Under this rule, only a federal judge may authorize disclosure. Not even the attorney general or the president has unilateral authority to release them. The president is not listed as someone who can override Rule 6E. Executive power does not override judicial orders. If a court orders material sealed, the executive branch, which would be the Department of Justice, the FBI, the White House, must comply. Violating a court order would be illegal. Obstruction of justice, contempt of court. The president cannot instruct an agency to violate a judge's sealing order. Even though the president can declassify national security information, Grand jury secrecy is not a classification issue. It is a statutory secrecy rule enforced by the judiciary. He can declassify CIA or NSA documents. He cannot declassify or release grand jury transcripts. They are totally different legal categories.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that this is really tough for a lot of people because they couldn't actually pass a civics test. But we have different branches of government. And
unlike a monarch.
Yeah, for a reason. And what you're kind of describing is like, I don't know, a king.
Sort of sounds kingish, doesn't it?
So what are we doing here? I mean, learn some fucking basic civics, first of all, before you come to me with all this nonsense. And like, do they follow this through to any other judicial decision by a judge? Oh, like, I don't know, immigration, for example. They want all these judges to make these decisions. Would they like Trump to just be able to come in and bulldoze over their decisions?
Yeah. No.
I don't think you would.
They wouldn't.
And if you say that Donald Trump is sitting like with a fucking file cabinet in the Oval Office with all the Epstein files, I guess that means Joe Biden did as well.
Yeah.
So where was our guy for the last 4
For sure.
years?
And so that's the protection. That's what Jamie Raskin is ranting and raving about. What they want to put protection to just release it all. Just release it. It's because they have nothing. This party is in a tailspin. They are in a nosedive. Right. And so if they can make the Epstein files the whole story and confuse this nation who doesn't really know how a lot of this stuff works, just blame Trump. Just blame Trump. Because what'll happen is if a judge, I mean, it's possible, I suppose, that these judges will feel the pressure of the country, kind of like mob rule. You know, the picketing class, the forever victim class is going to march on the courts and demand the release of this stuff. These people could cave. They're human. It'll be precedent setting if they do something like that. But if they don't, if they go, yeah, no, we've got protections. There's reasons why we don't just release grand jury testimony because you demand it.
Here's the thing.
And if they redact anything, it's just going to lead to people going, probably Trump. Trump got involved and redacted everything. All the parts where he was banging little kids has been redacted by Trump and his people. So there's no win here.
Do you know what the goal is by the Democrats? Trump fatigue. They want everyone to be so tired of Trump that come midterms, they're just going to vote against his party. This is what they tried the first time around.
That's been their strategy the whole time.
Yep, they're just trying to keep Trump and paint him in any negative light. So once these Epstein files come out, what are we moving on to next?
Yeah,
they're going to there'll be another outrage. You know, they're all having a fit because he called a reporter a piggy today. You know, they're having a fit about that.
Yeah,
which was hilarious. Did you see that?
I think I have it.
Quiet,
I think I have it.
Quiet, piggy.
It's just so funny, and I just don't want people to think like if you're going to these people for your, like your happiness or anything, like dream on. If you think these people care at all about these victims of Epstein, I don't buy it. These people are being used as political pawns for this story, this narrative. And part of the reason I think that is this letter came out today from Hakeem Jeffrey's team, letter to Jeffrey Epstein in 2013. So he was a convicted pedophile felon in 2009. 2013 from Hakeem Jeffrey's team. Dear Jeffrey, we are thrilled to announce that we are working with Congressman Hakeem Jeffries, one of the rising stars in the New York delegation, sometimes referred to as Brooklyn Barack. Ugh.
I've heard him referred to as Timu Barack.
Timu Barack. Yeah, I've heard that too. Hakeem is committed to electing a Democratic majority in 2014 and encouraging his friends to participate in this fundraising dinner with Barack Obama this coming Monday night. Shoot us an email or give us a call if you would like to get involved with the dinner or would like to get an opportunity to get to know Hakeem better. He's an impressive guy and who will be a progressive voice in New York politics for years to come. Thanks, Darren Rigger. So they're reaching out to him years after he's a convicted pedophile for his money. Can we get your support and your money?
They're all such dirty, nasty whores.
So incredible. So for them to stand up there now like, oh my God, we need justice for these victims. Shut up.
They don't care.
These people care about these victims the same way CNN cared about Ferguson, Missouri. Right?
Yeah.
That's how much they care.
I think they got the message that we weren't getting on board with their ICE is bad and like everyone is pretty much on board with that and doesn't have an issue with it. So they have to pivot to something else. And I think, everyone on this panel, this esteemed panel right now would say that we want the quote unquote Epstein files out there. And we want anyone, that's in there that can be prosecuted to be prosecuted.
And no one will.
No, nobody will. And I think that what's frustrating for me as somebody who pays attention a lot to Washington, D.C. and politics and what they're talking about and what they're having hearings on, for the last 4 years, don't even mention Epstein around a Democrat. They didn't give a fuck.
No.
They did not give a fuck. And so it just seems so fake. It seems so fake.
Do you notice how they act? Like they try to write that argument off like that. The discussion ends there for me, really.
Right.
Like you don't get to show up 5 years later and act like this is the most pressing thing in the country. When you had complete control, you could have gone through these steps. The judges that blocked this grand jury testimony from being released are on your team. Like you had all of it. I don't remember Epstein's name coming up ever in those 4 years.
Why is the grand jury testimony sealed? Why can't we see that?
Because there's methods and means and ways and there's people that maybe narked on someone and it could cause all kinds of problems. If it's like, if me and Amy went, Greg Henson is an absolute fucking pedophile. We're going to tattle on him. We're telling the feds, but don't release our names. We're friends with his stupid wife, and his dog is awesome. So whatever you do, don't let our names come out of it. But yeah, he's banging kids all the time.
Yeah.
And then you can't just be like, release it all. And then me and Amy are going, dude.
Yeah.
We said that under grand jury protections.
But I mean, even more than that, kind of like you were saying, Mike, it outs strategy. It outs what they might know about the investigation that they haven't indicted yet. A lot of stuff will get into the grand jury in front of the grand jury that doesn't ultimately get to trial.
Right.
So it's just really prejudicial and it's just very secretive, especially on the federal level. Like it's just not going to happen.
It's a very big ass word, Amy.
Hell yeah.
Well,
prejudicial.
And it's the problem is us having this discussion makes the other side go, oh, listen to the TDC podcast. They don't want they know Trump's banging kids. That's basically what they're saying right now. So they're given any excuse to not release this stuff. And it's like, no, that's just the way it works.
Right.
I'm sorry. I mean, just because whatever media you're watching that is not telling you that half of the story is a problem. The other thing is, I'm getting really tired of these victims being used as pawns. Congressperson gets up here and has 20 victims crying behind them, holding an impromptu press conference where this person demands justice for these people. How about these people? I'm at the point now, how about you just start naming people that victimized you?
Right. Why don't they speak out?
But, there's reasons they can't because every one of them signed an NDA. Guaranteed. They took millions of dollars.
Oh.
Epstein, I think he paid out payouts. I think he paid $160 million to shut people up. You might not like the way that's done, but that's the way it's done. If you're rich, you can buy yourself out of stuff, and those NDAs will hold up, and you will be sued for that. Fine. Who cares? Who cares? How about you just publicly say who it is, name names. I know you all signed NDAs. So what? Have some billionaire Dem pay whatever fines it is. You got Zuckerbergs, the Soros, the Dustin Moscovitzes, the Reid Hoffman, the Reed Hastings, the Lauren Jobs. They're multi-billionaires. You telling me you get hammered with $100 million fine for saying all the people that fucking assaulted you? You telling me Lauren Jobs can't pony up? Hell, Elon Musk's paid $20 billion for Twitter because it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You tell me George Soros? No. Why won't any of them do it? Just announce them.
But
just announce these pigs.
Say they were gonna do it.
What's that?
Some of them, after Trump refused to release the Epstein files last time, said, "Well, we'll just tell you who did it ourselves." Well, where are they now?
Yeah, I think some of them have written in books, have named names. None of them. Let's be clear. None of them have ever said anything about Trump.
No.
And if we don't know about it, it must mean that it's not a big name. No offense. I mean, it's shitty, but
right.
If like you've announced it in some book and no one fucking knows about it, then
yeah, and it could be. I can't remember. It's been so long. This has been hanging around for 20 years.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, who's gonna sue them? Epstein's estate? Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, honestly, like, who's gonna fucking sue them?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Viewers to like ratio is worse than AOC's tooth to come on. Peeps click the thumb. What does that mean?
He's saying subscribe, thumbs up.
Yeah, he's saying hit the like button.
Yeah. Wasn't that their job, Amy?
He's fucking saying it, and I'm putting it on the screen.
Click the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Thumbs up.
We do a terrible job of that. Anyway,
yes, we do. Thank you for the super chat, Mike. Sorry for the loss of your friend. I appreciate it. I actually had another death in the sort of friend universe, which was super sad. He one of the dance dads growing up, and you know, I danced with his daughters, and he was always there, and
gotcha.
And he was always kind of stepped in as a role model for me. So he died suddenly over the weekend. I was super bummed to hear about that.
God, people associated with you are having a bad month.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Stay indoors.
Mike, watch your back. Watch your back, Mike.
Right?
And we got DG on here helping us pay the bills. $100 super chat. Thank you.
Wow.
Making it rain.
Making it rain is right. Thank you, DG. That's incredible. I'm humbled. Is there anything we're missing from the Epstein thing? I just find it comical that as soon as they had the vote today, it wasn't 10 minutes later, CNN with breaking news and Jake Tapper can't wait. They're rushing to the Senate to hold a vote tonight. This is how much it means to them. You know, knowing it's probably going to go nowhere. And it's, you know, I guess gives them more talking points because it's not going to play out the way they're bloviating and demanding it play out.
You were saying you had two thoughts about how this would go next. Well, you never said. What happens next with Epstein? They're gonna say Trump redacted.
Yeah.
Name.
Well, my guess is there's no way that, and everybody knows this who's in the know knows there's no way you can just release it all. Okay. So you're gonna have portions that are heavily redacted. That's just gonna be the way it is, and that will lead to the next storyline, which is this is all the Trump, selling, grooming, murdering, eating little kids, girls. All of that stuff is in this redacted part. We demand you unredact the redacted part. The Jamie Raskins of the world are going to say, like, it's just not going to be like, well, now that we've got this vote in, here's everything, and we can all go through it with a fine tooth comb.
Right.
Yeah, it's just not going to play out like that. So
I just want to know from one of them who's screaming from the rooftops to release it, and that Trump, like, you had 4 years to do this under a guy that you supposedly did trust. You trusted Biden, right? That he wasn't going to sit there with a Sharpie in the Oval Office and redact out him and his friends. Okay, so if that's the case, why did you wait until Donald Trump was president to bitch and moan about it?
Yeah.
And so you can complain that he's not releasing it all. Your guy didn't release any of it. So what the fuck are you even saying, you stupid motherfuckers?
I think they would argue, well, technically there was still a potential case coming, so they couldn't discuss it.
False.
And I'm like, since when has that stopped anyone on the Democrats? Every weekend we have to put up with these clowns marching through the streets demanding something.
What fucking case?
Every day they're out there screaming into any blowhorn they can find, any microphone they can find, pounding on doors, demanding shit, shutting shit down. Now they're worried about rule of law. Since when? Like, if this was so important to you during the Biden years, you would have been screaming from the rooftops, demanding that these be released. But no, not a word. It just seems
clown show.
Nary
clown show.
a word.
Yeah. So, and I think it's safe to say, I can speak for all three of us, that if it turns out that you get what you're praying for, and there's some horrible shit with Trump in there, with children, trafficking children, whatever, then we would all want him buried under the fucking jail. That goes without saying. This isn't a defense
and we'd
of criminal
know it
behavior.
already. It's just so crazy.
We would know it.
It's
it would have
so
been out 4 years
crazy.
ago. He'd never be president again.
Yeah.
He would have only.
Yeah,
He
you
would
think
never
that
won
if
again.
you think that Trump's name is mentioned in a grand jury proceeding and an Obama judge agreed to seal it? Are you fucking
held on to
kidding me?
that? Yeah. Why would you bother going through was it 4 show trials in New York and Georgia, everywhere else, trying to put him in prison for 700 years when you had a piece of paper that proves he was banging underage girls?
Right.
Like, does that make any sense?
Right.
That you would spend the time, effort, money, invent cases that have never been tried in courts in America before, twist rules and laws to invent felonies so that you could, when you could just go, oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if anyone cares, but here's a list of all the underage girls Trump was banging with Epstein. Like, seems like there was an easier way to shut him down if that was the case.
Right, that would have been pretty quick.
But no. So good luck. I think people are going to be highly disappointed, but we'll see.
Of course they are.
You mentioned
we're always disappointed.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm a realist. I think we understand what's going on here and what's at play. And it's like, I just wish the left would try a different tactic. Try working with Trump. Like, that dude wants check boxes. He wants wins. He wants to make deals. Like, that doesn't rule you out of making deals with him too. That would be the easy way to go. You could probably get this country so much further down the road in a good direction, and you'd probably piss off a lot of Republicans.
But you'd also piss off the far left. So maybe the new coalition is the centrists, the ones who are like in the middle, going, maybe you guys should work together.
Yeah,
because you're going to piss off the far right wing and the far left wing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's why Chuck Schumer's in the spot he's in now, is because the lefties in the party, the AOCs and the what's her face, Rashida Tlaib, have all taken it over.
Yeah,
he's afraid to be primaried big time.
He's going to be primaried
by AOC.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Good luck. So we had you had mentioned
one of the idiots at least.
Yeah. Trump today warmly embraced the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman at the White House. And I think I have a couple clips. I don't know if I have the Miss Piggy one. What did he call her?
That was on the airplane last night.
Oh, it was on the
He called her quiet down, piggy.
So he would this is going on in the Oval, and Khashoggi's murder comes up, okay? Jamal Khashoggi, who was a Washington Post reporter. Journalist, yeah. And most people, at least our intelligence agencies, are like, yeah, MSB, or is it MBS? MBS, I guess, ordered this. And that was brutal. We had audio of that.
Yeah.
They cut him up with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
like 15 guys. They were like, yeah, come to the consulate and we'll have a nice meeting with you. He's like, okay.
Meeting?
Shows up there. What's that?
Meeting?
I said a meal.
All you heard on the inside was ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. It's like, no.
It's my leg.
No. It's brutal. It's brutal. He has never been found, by the way. So they of course bring it up to Trump. He doesn't like it. Here was that.
Mr. President, for your family to be doing business in Saudi Arabia while you're president, is that a conflict of interest? And Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intelligence concluded that you orchestrated the brutal murder of a journalist. 9/11 families are furious that you are here in the Oval Office. Why should Americans trust you? And the same to you, Mr. President.
Now, who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir.
You're with who?
ABC News, sir.
Fake news. ABC fake news. One of the worst in the business. But I'll answer your question. I have nothing to do with the family business. I have left, and when I've devoted 100% of my energy. What my family does is fine.
By the way, what is he supposed to do? He was a multi-billionaire businessman, ran for president. Like that doesn't, so he gives up control of his business. Like That's what you do. I understand most politicians have never done a damn thing in their lives, have never had a job, but this guy did. So this got you like, oh yeah, like what do you expect him to do? This is the position we're in.
Was all that gold there before?
No, he keeps adding more and more gold. It's hilarious.
He's so fucking gaudy. It's
so hilarious.
God, I know it's his style. It's just hilarious because it really stands out as being so gaudy.
It's so tacky.
Oh my God.
It's so hideous. I don't know what it is. It's like the I don't know.
It's gotta be fake, right?
I don't know if it's gold painted or gold.
Yeah, it's probably just
plated.
Plated.
Yeah.
I saw people posting on they were posting like similar ones on like eBay for like $15.
Yeah.
almost identical. People
like, everything he needs is gold, jewels.
Yeah. He's one of those. He's always been like that. I think he famously has a gold toilet.
Yep.
Yeah, it probably has to do with the time when he got his money, and that was just kind of the style. And that's what, to him, I think that means that exudes like excellence and, money
class.
and
it's upper class.
Exactly.
Yeah. It means you got class.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When in reality, it's just gaudy AF.
It's just tacky as shit. But you can either just kind of laugh at it and move on, realize, okay, for 4 years, the White House is going to look like this. I wasn't thrilled with the decorating Obama did, but that was his house for 8 years, and that's what he chose to do. It didn't ruin my day. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. I could literally not possibly care less.
Yes. Yeah. But this, I mean, it seems like there's more gold added every day, and it's kind of hilarious.
For sure. It's like, it seems like there's some right behind his right shoulder, our right. There looks like there's some markings on the wall that are not yet gold that could become gold at some point.
I guarantee they will be.
Fireplace soon.
Yeah.
Big gold log.
So
they do business all over. They've done very little with Saudi Arabia, actually. I'm sure they could do a lot. And anything they've done has been very good. That's what we've done. We've built a tremendous business for a long time. I've been very successful. I decided to leave that success behind and make America very successful. And I've made America more successful by far than it ever was.
She hates him.
That it ever could have been, no matter who was president. There would be nobody bringing in $21 trillion. That I can tell you right now. As far as this gentleman is concerned, he's done a phenomenal job. You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he knew nothing about it. And you can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.
Just yes, Mr. President.
Things happen. Not everyone liked him anyways.
Oh my God.
But if everyone did like him, then it would have been crazy to have him killed.
Yeah.
But some didn't.
Some didn't like him.
Things happened.
He basically used "shit happens" on ABC News' Mary Bruce when asked about the absolutely brutal murder of a Washington Post reporter. look, the fact is Trump can make a deal with Saudi Arabia. That's what he cares about. That's all he cares about. Like getting Trump, like if you want to pretend that Trump gives a shit about human rights violations, hilarious. He wants to fucking make a deal and win. That's just what he is. I'm sorry. So he's like, shit happened. We're moving on. My guy didn't know anything about it. And then MBS was like, no, I'll answer it. And whether you believe him or not, he had the balls to answer her question.
By asking a question like that.
Just yes, Mr. President, you allow me to answer. You know, I feel painful about, you know, the families of 9/11 in America, but, you know, we have to focus on reality. Reality based on CIA documents and based on a lot of documents that Osama bin Laden, he used Saudi people in that event for one main purpose, is to destroy this relation, to destroy the American-Saudi relation. That's the purpose of 9/11. So whoever buying that means they are helping Osama bin Laden's purpose of destroying this relation. He knows that strong relation between America and Saudi Arabia, it's bad for extremism, it's bad for terrorism. And we have to approve him wrong and to build our relation, to continue developing our relation. It's critical in the safety of the world. It's critical against extremism and terrorism. About the journalists, it's really painful to hear, you know, anyone that been losing his life for, you know, no real purpose or not in a legal way, and it's been painful for us in Saudi Arabia. We've did all the right steps of investigation, etc., in Saudi Arabia, and we've improved our system to be sure that nothing happened like that. And it's painful and it's a huge mistake, and we are doing our best.
Yeah, we're not letting people chop people up anymore. Okay,
I bet it's a top-notch system that they have over there.
Yeah,
they're throwing them off roofs now.
Yeah,
they're not. No more blood, guys.
Oh my God!
Bloody. I can't.
He just fell out of the window.
Yeah, I can't get past his Aladdin costume. That's what I was looking at the whole time, was his Aladdin costume.
The robe and the hat.
He really dresses up like Aladdin every day, which is so crazy to think about.
Yeah. It's probably comfortable, man. Airing out and
I don't know. That
just
thing
hanging in the breeze.
The thing that you have to balance on the head.
Yeah. No, it's goofy. No doubt about it. So yeah, let's see. He took him on a tour too, and through down the hall of President Fame, and stopped at Auto Pen picture on the wall. So there's him and MBS hanging out right at where Biden should be. It's just an Auto Pen frame picture.
Is Biden been taken down?
Yeah, he was replaced with a picture of an Auto Pen.
Well, I knew that, but I wondered if they just added Auto Pen or if Biden was gone.
No, he was replaced with the Auto Pen.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, it's so funny. So yeah, Khashoggi.
Well, some people didn't like him.
Yeah, some people didn't like him, and shit happens. Basically, what are you going to do?
Shit happens.
So the kingdom executes some 350 people per year, including political dissidents and homos. So the LGBTQ.
Are they still whacking homos?
Oh yeah,
just for homoing.
They hate the most.
I think so. You know, I don't think it's front page news, but yeah. So he was, like I said, ambushed by 15 agents, suffocated and hacked to pieces. Remains never found. So yeah,
they fed him to a goddamn dog.
Probably.
Some pit bull shit that guy out.
Yeah.
How did Kim Jong-un kill that person with a missile?
His uncle. Yeah, with a surface to air missile. Yeah, strapped him to a post.
Strapped him to like a tree.
To a tree, and then just launched a fucking surface to air missile at him.
Well, there was a 50-50 chance it wasn't going to hit him.
Yeah.
Knowing their success rate at launching missiles.
Right. Dude, the other ones we've heard, because he fed one of them to the dogs. He fed one of the people in his cabinet or family member to the dogs. It's like, give me surface to air missile all day. The only question is, would you see the flash? That's all. My whole question that whole time is, when they lit the fuse on that thing, like, would you even see the flash, or would it be on you so fast and you're just
Do you
fucking paint at that
Do you
point.
think he got that idea from the Roadrunner?
Probably.
To fire a missile at him?
For sure.
Didn't the Roadrunner used to strap the Coyote
Oh,
to the
yeah.
missiles?
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, it's just hilarious. But yeah, that happened.
I can just see fat little Kim Jong-un going, that's an idea. Look at what the Roadrunner just did to Coyote.
I thought there was a story today out of North Korea where they had a couple, they like shot and murdered 4 people in front of the public and kids. Might have been homos.
Does that
Might have been
surprise
homos.
you? Wait, they do homos. They do homos in North Korea too?
I could be getting that story wrong. I could be wrong. I thought it was.
Where are homos safe over there?
I don't think anywhere. But it could have been they didn't cry loud enough
Japan,
at the
maybe?
anniversary of his dad's death. You know, that'll get you killed. There's
I
all
got
kinds
down
of
this
things.
YouTube rabbit hole of watching Americans who have gone over to North Korea.
Yeah,
because they
Larry
have-
Warmbier.
Well, not him. I mean, I do know about him, but these people didn't die there. Like, they have sanctioned tours that you can essentially go on.
No,
you
thanks.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Here's the thing, though. Unlike Larry, don't try to steal a poster off the wall in your dorm before going home.
It could
be anything. It could be like like you just said, you didn't stop long enough in front of the dear leader, or, you know, you pointed your camera at someone praying and now you're sentenced to a lifetime of slave labor.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And your kids. You'll have kids in prison and they will have a lifetime of slave labor.
I couldn't think about anything more terrifying than going to North Korea, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the people that usually go are like people that want to spread the word of Jesus, who feel like it's worth
Now
it.
it's like the thing YouTubers are doing.
Which
They're morons.
Right idiots too.
What's that?
Human rights idiots. Who are going to go to these countries and try to tell them how they can treat people better. Yeah, that's.
They're probably still launching stuff over the fence on drives, on discs. I know they were doing that with like information about like, hey, you know, people outside of this fence here get to keep their lights on all day. You know, they have real food and, you know,
heat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not
imagine living there.
No,
but they don't know anything else.
I know. It's so crazy to think about, though.
It's like growing up downriver. You don't know anything else.
It's true.
Downriver's
Would
home.
you rather live in North Korea or like the African tribe in What Is a Woman?
African tribe.
Yeah, probably.
Those guys were funny.
I know.
They look like they
and
were
they
having a
kind of
good
just
time.
do their own thing. Like, they kind of run shit. You know, they might live like they live in the 1800s, but who cares, right?
And
they kind of do their own thing.
What's the island in the Indian Ocean where no one's allowed to go?
Oh, right.
I've seen those guys.
Yeah.
What's that?
I've seen them on TikTok.
Oh, they're the best. When people show up on a paddle boat and they're like, hey, I wanted to teach about the Bible. And they're like, fung, fung. And they just start shooting arrows at them. They're like, whoa. Oh, yeah.
Roast them like a pig on a spit.
Isn't it crazy to think that there's actual like whole populations of people that don't know what a computer is, or the internet, or Kim Kardashian, or you know,
that's the whole city, the Valley Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy that we're in this super connected world like we are, and there is like the Stone Ages.
Yeah.
Right.
We could get on a plane and fly to the Stone Ages.
Right. It is actually wild to think about.
I would love to find, though, a community of cavemen where we can drag our hose around by the hair again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
I
Mike?
think
Where
that
we were
probably that island where they don't, where
so?
no one goes. I think they probably do that there. If I
where the chicks just walk around with no clothes on.
Yeah, like
big
big orangutan boobs and stuff.
Titties. Yeah.
And you could grab them by their boobs.
I'd be happy
like Clan of the Cave Bear, where Daryl Hannah had to bend over on demand.
Yeah. No, it'd be great.
That's what we need again. We
I
got to get back to make cavemen great again.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind going back to the rule of thumb days. Have you heard about the rule of thumb? You know where that comes from, Greg?
No, but I'm listening.
Well, supposedly there's debate about this, but this was supposedly in the 1700s.
So this is bullshit then.
No.
Google it, Amy. Google it.
So rule of thumb was you could only beat the shit out of your wife with a stick no wider than your thumb.
Okay.
Which is fair, right? It was like, let's not get crazy here. Don't grab a fucking baseball bat.
You don't want to break shit. You just want to whoop her.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
There's a cartoon actually, because people go, that's not true. That wasn't a judge that declared that. There was a cartoon in the 1700s that depicts a guy holding 2 bundles of just sticks. And in the background behind him is a man chasing his woman with a stick. Like he's going to beat the shit out of her. And he's got 2 bundles of sticks in his hands. Yeah. It could be way worse.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would keep you in line, Amy, wouldn't it?
No.
If you were going to get hit with a stick?
She probably wouldn't with her.
No. I'd hit you right fucking back with it.
Hot.
Yeah, I think the rule of thumb was only for men anyway, so she'd be grabbing full clubs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Can't vote, can't get in trouble.
All right, let's get to Michelle Obama from I wanted to get to this yesterday, but just ran out of time. I think you have it, Amy. Her talking about societal hair expectations. There's also a clip on women as presidents. I'm starting to really, really dislike this person.
You never liked her.
No, I never.
You're just starting.
I'm starting to really think this, she was propped up as such a hero, Barack and Michelle Obama. And it just gets worse every time they open their mouths. She's on a stupid book tour. It's a photographic and narrative exploration of Michelle Obama's style across her years in the public eye, images from official events, personal moments, behind the scene settings. Oh, I wonder if there's any photos from her time being pregnant.
No.
In there. Or if there's any from the hospital room when she delivered Malia or Sasha.
When you're laying in bed holding your child?
Yeah. Don't most women have those photos?
Of course they do.
Yeah. Hopefully these are in that book.
Someday.
Michelle Obama.
Yeah.
All right, here she is, Aim. This is more for you than anyone.
Something to white people.
Oh, she can tell us something.
It comes out of our head naturally in a curly pattern. So when we're straightening it to follow your beauty standards, we are trapped by the straightness.
Pause it.
That's why so many of us can't.
What do you mean our beauty standards? What the fuck is that? I don't care about your straight hair. I don't care if it's an afro or straight.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you mean our beauty standards?
Don't put your bullshit on me.
Right.
Yeah, that's what she's basically putting her bullshit on you, Amy. These standards you women have set.
Yeah, you fucking white women.
People.
I've got breaking news for Michelle Obama. I know this is going to come as a shock to her, but there's actually white people out there, and bear with me, that have curly hair.
Well, Mike's pubes are curly.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I've never heard of such things.
Curly hair, and they have to straighten it. Mike straightens his.
Yeah, exactly. I part them.
You can't swim. And we run away from the water. People won't go to the gym because we're trying to keep our hair straight for y'all. It is exhausting and it's so expensive and it takes up so much time.
Okay.
Ugh.
If I was the host, instead of doing this.
Yeah.
Hang on. Make me big for a second.
Okay.
Instead of doing this, my face would be like,
huh? What?
For us? What do you mean for us?
Ma'am, why? What are you even saying? Like that? It wouldn't be like, yes, queen.
Yeah, but that other lady's there to be a cheerleader.
Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Slay queen.
I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like it. And guess what, Michelle? I also don't like going under the water because it's a pain in the ass to have to dry my hair again. That's not exclusive to you. That is exclusive to fucking adults.
Yeah. Yeah. Not to mention, like, my first thought too would be, like, you're thought of as a leader. It doesn't sound like behavior of a leader, worried about what everyone thinks of your hair.
Right.
Hair standards. Really? That's what's occupying your time?
Yeah.
Braids are for y'all so we can work harder and focus on the work. So why do we need an act, an act of law to tell white folks to get out our hair? Don't tell me how to wear my hair.
No one ever did.
About it.
Yeah, literally
Don't
no
touch
one.
it. Just
I would
don't.
never touch it.
What's touching your hair?
But I got news for you. The little black girls that my wife taught loved to touch her hair.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what.
They did.
Yeah.
Black women love blondes.
Yeah, they do.
When I'm super blonde, I get more compliments on my hair from black women, and they don't want to compliment me, but they just love a blonde. They wish they could be blonde naturally. Not that I'm naturally blonde, but
yeah. Can you imagine the last person that walked up to Michelle Obama and touched her hair? I mean, outside of maybe a kindergartner, I mean, would a toddler do that? Reach out and touch anyone's hair? Maybe.
You might grab your hair. They don't touch it. They pull it.
Yeah. But this idea that Whitey is walking around just confused at this dark-skinned creature with this weird hair I must touch. When was the last time Michelle Obama experienced that? I mean, is that really a thing? And who are these obnoxious white people that are going up to black people demanding that they do something with their hair?
Nobody. Nobody's doing that.
I got to think literally nobody. So
literally nobody.
Yeah.
Like, if you feel that way, that if you feel like society has demanded that of you, that is a you problem. That is a you problem that you need to seek help for.
Well, what they're talking about is, you've made it so we need laws. We need an act of Congress. What is she
referring to?
She's referring to the Crown Act.
Can confirm.
What is the Crown Act?
It's creating a respectful and open world for natural hair. Of course, it's a civil rights law. We just can't
we have it in
enough
Michigan.
Civil rights. Yeah, bullshit.
What does the law say?
It's to prohibit discrimination based on hair texture and protective hairstyles.
I did not know.
Commonly worn
I did not know
by people of African descent. Yeah, there's protected hairstyles. Afros, braids, locks. What are locks? LOCS.
I think that's like dreadlocks.
Oh, twists.
It's a version.
Bantu knots.
Yeah.
The fuck's a Bantu knot?
Those knots, like different little knots.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of look like an alien.
The law typically bans hair-based discrimination in employment, schools, housing, and public accommodations.
That never happened. Defines
discrimination based on natural hair or protective hairstyles as a form of racial discrimination. It began in California, of course, as my grandpa called it, the land of fruits and nuts. State law in 2019. Since then, many states have adopted this, and apparently Michigan has this
within
too.
the last couple of years. Yeah, last year, I think.
Okay. There's also been a proposed Federal Crown Act, which has passed the U.S. House of Representatives, but has not yet passed the Senate. And so I was like, are there legal penalties if you violate the Crown Hair Act?
Right. Like, am I going to get raped by the sisters in prison because I violate the Crown Hair Act?
Yeah.
Probably.
Really?
So in some states, you can sue for compensatory damages, like, of course, we've all learned about this, emotional harm. You can't put a price tag on emotional harm. I mean, you're having trouble sleeping every night.
Right.
And who's to say otherwise? Lost wages, punitive damages, attorney's fees. There also can be equitable relief, such as court orders forcing a change to grooming policies. like at restaurants, I'm assuming. So I wonder if it's a violation of the Crown Act if you tell someone to wear a hairnet at In-N-Out Burger.
It's so insane. So now you can't have any type of appearance standards. Like, no, I don't want you out here looking like a Rastafarian motherfucker at the front of my restaurant. Yeah. Sorry, I just don't. That's not the look I'm going for.
Or the dirty old dreadlocks on white and black people.
Yeah, like no one wants that.
Yeah. No, it's great if you're playing bass in a band.
Yeah.
Or you're on stage as a drummer in a fucking band. But if at the firm, when we're here at the firm, yeah, not crazy. But now this is protected. So, and you can sue over this.
Solid question by DG. Are we protecting the man bun?
Yeah.
No, white hair doesn't need to be included. You can get fired for having white hair.
My guess is too, this puts on the table when you start making laws like this. So someone walks by you in the street and makes fun of you, cracks a joke about your hair. Is this a civil rights violation? My guess is yeah.
That's crazy.
It is.
It might be.
Yeah. How many times did someone call you a bald asshole in society, Greg? Can you imagine if that was protected?
Today? 4.
Yeah. 4. See?
No.
I mean, can you imagine if that was a hate crime to be like, shut up, Baldy?
It should be. It should be a hate crime.
So
I can't sleep at night.
Greg's turning around on the Crown Act.
Yeah, exactly. It's my crown.
Greg sees a window into some money.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Do you have the other one of Michelle Obama? Is there another clip, Amy? Yeah. Okay. This one offended me even more. What abstinent? Oh, there it is.
Stepped into a role that carried a preconceived idea of femininity and wifedom that was founded on the landmines of racism and misogyny. What the First Lady wears is one of the main ways, which you've already said, that a First Lady is talked about. It comes with so much historical expectation. How do you feel about the fact that the First Lady is an archetype for wifedom and femininity?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Don't agree with that. It's it is a completely throwback on. It's a definition that has no current status in how women
spit it out, bitch.
Actually show up in the world today.
Do you think that impacts the room that we've made for a woman to be president?
Well, as we saw in this past election, sadly, we ain't ready. That's why I'm like, don't even look at me about running, because you all are lying. You're not ready for a woman. You are not. So don't waste my time.
My time.
We got a lot of growing up. And there's still, sadly, a lot of men who do not feel like they can be led by a woman, and we saw it.
Wow.
What was the question?
It's the crickets for me. It's the crickets for me. I think she thought she was going to get a fucking big round of applause there, and it was not that.
She sure did. How dumb. I mean, how little do you have to think of society or that audience? They didn't, give her the round of applause she was looking for. How insulting is that? As if we put a woman up, what more could we do? Yeah. I don't know. How about don't put a retarded woman
Exactly.
Like, how about we start there? Yeah. How about not one of the most hated, evil people in the history of our society in Hillary Clinton, and then a moron who couldn't spit a sentence out and be like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
We ready for a woman?
Yeah. And we include you. We include you in that category, Michelle.
Right.
You are a fucking idiot, and we will not vote for you.
Incredible.
Is there anything else left on this clip?
You can let it play. Yeah, there's another 30 seconds. I can't remember.
We don't need to ask it again. You answered it.
So,
femininity, wifedom.
Yeah. I mean, I think we still have growing to do in that regard. And you know, we can see how progress can be made and things can be snatched back when it comes to us owning our power as women.
Oh God, I hate people who talk like that.
I know.
More than anything.
It's so insulting.
Owning my power.
Yeah.
She was the first male first lady. I mean, that was record breaking.
Sure
Broke that
was.
glass ceiling right there.
Yeah.
You really think she's a dude? Mike?
I'm on the fence, dude. I got to be honest with you.
How tall
Thought
is
it was
she?
hilarious at first. I don't know. There's more and more evidence.
I feel like Macron is more than Michelle is.
You think Macron's a woman?
A dude.
A dude, yeah. Yeah, Candace's stuff was pretty compelling. The stuff with Michelle, too, is, you know, when you look at, which one's the older one, Sasha or Malia?
Don't know.
Don't care.
I've gone down the rabbit hole a little bit on this, and there's I think it was a doctor and a professor that were super close with the Obamas for years. And there's people that say, yeah, those are the parents of these kids. And you look at the oldest Obama daughter and that dad. Oof,
oh, so you think they were surrogates?
Yeah. That it looks like, oh, that dude, that's his daughter. When you look at the pictures. And I just think it's weird, you know, that there's not really photos of her pregnant or in the hospital. That's weird. Whatever. Maybe it's a cultural thing. I don't know. But it seems like seems a little odd. But I don't know.
Oh, Kelly, my new best friend.
Ooh.
Oh, I can get him.
Oh, God.
I think he's scratching at the door. Hold on.
Oh, poor Humphrey.
By the way, the Obamas, for as much hatred as they have seemingly for this country, and as much as this country has given the Obamas, it's so insulting. Like, why, if the black community is under such attack, you love the black community, so why don't you live in black neighborhoods, Michelle?
Yeah.
You don't. You got the fuck out of black neighborhoods the instant you could.
They never went back.
And I believe it was either the Clintons or the Obamas that went to the White House originally in a fucking used car. Like, that's the level they were at. They are now worth $70 million. They own a mansion in DC, a mansion in Chicago's Hyde Park, a 29-acre estate in Martha's Vineyard, most likely a property in Hawaii, but the ownership details are not all that clear. Yet she's the biggest victim on earth. She could be one of the most uniting figures. She was universally loved in this country. It's just so insulting. I guarantee there hasn't been a white person that's walked up to her and gone, ew, your hair. No one has done that to her. Yeah. What is she talking about? It's just so insulting.
Angry human being. She's been that way since college. I mean,
yeah,
we know this. We know she's an angry person. No matter what this country gives her, it's never enough.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
But it's just divisive as shit. And the amount of people, Yaz Queen, you tell them, girl. You're like, what?
I know. It's pathetic.
What?
It's pathetic.
It's sad. It's so sad.
But anytime I see her face, though, I turn it off. I can't listen to her. I can't look at her.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm there with you. Let's see. I don't know. So this is interesting. The U.S. prosecutors have filed charges against a homeowner who shot at a cleaning crew that had mistakenly come to his house and killed this mom of four. Kurt Anderson is charged with voluntary manslaughter. Indiana prosecutors announced Maria Florindo Rios Perez de Velazquez.
Nice.
That is a fucking name, dog.
You did it.
Sounds like someone from Indiana. Name. Yeah, right? Maria Florinda Rios Perez de Velazquez.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Sounds like someone born in Indiana to me.
You think so?
No.
Wisconsin.
She died on November 5th after going to the wrong address. Her husband said the suspect opened fire through the door instead of calling police. Officials were delayed in bringing charges because of questions about the state's stand your ground law. Many states have similar laws, some stricter than others, which means you don't have to retreat. If someone's coming into your house, you don't have to back up. You can defend your castle doctrine type stuff. County Prosecutor Kent Eastwood said the state law did not allow for Mr. Anderson to open fire based upon the particular evidence and circumstances of this case. We have determined that Kurt Anderson's actions do not fall within the legal protections provided by the Indiana Stand Your Ground law. The suspect did not have proper information, which would allow him to make the determination that he was reasonable in his actions. Authorities responded to a possible home invasion early on November 5th. Ms. Perez was found dead on the porch. Police say the cleaners did not appear to have entered the home. So, she's from Guatemala. I don't think they spoke a lick of English either, which...
so he fired through the door on her?
Yeah.
Without any questions?
Yeah.
Probably not the smartest thing to do.
Probably not. But they got the wrong address.
Right.
And she was messing with his door with keys. So she's
you bang on it and say, get out of here.
Yeah, I think that's what you do. I think that is the move. And then they go, no Inglés, no Inglés.
No Inglés, no Inglés.
But yeah, I don't think you can just shoot through the door.
And then you shoot. After she makes it clear she doesn't speak English, right?
Yeah. No. But yeah, I think they had to bring a translator in just to like get details from the husband.
Dead. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. They needed a ghost translator.
He's not speaking.
Well, he wants to fly the body back to Guatemala, her hometown. I mean, it's a sad story.
It is. It's like Breonna Taylor. She got caught.
Who?
Breonna Taylor.
Breonna Taylor.
With her drugged up boyfriend.
Yeah, she was in bed behind him, right?
Yep.
But they were in the house.
The door.
He shot first.
He shot first out the door. You're right. This has happened before. Similar incidents. Ralph Yarl, who was then 16, was shot twice after ringing the doorbell of the wrong home in Missouri. Andrew Lester was in his 80s, pled guilty, and died while awaiting sentencing. In New York, you had 20-year-old Kaylin Gillis died after being shot upon entering the wrong driveway.
I remember that one.
Homeowner who shot is now serving a 25-year sentence. Yeah, you gotta. I think if someone's trying to kick your door down, I might shoot through the door.
Sure. Yeah. But if they're fiddling with your door, you just run up and say, "Look, I'm calling the cops. I got a gun. You got a minute. You don't have to just immediately unload your clip."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
true.
But I mean, but what you don't know what they have. What if it's
I agree.
Some murderer? Like you're in the position of like negotiating with people who are, it's unfortunate that it could be a bad, it could be a situation of like wrong place, wrong time, but it could also be, you're about to get murdered.
Well, it might be different if you're a woman home alone. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But with me, I would definitely try to find out what's going on. You know what the problem with my house?
Definitely.
I don't have any windows to the front of my house anywhere. Like I have cameras, but I can't look out my front door and see who's there. So I have to shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can't negotiate that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a rough one. I don't know. So yeah, I guess I'll be interested to see how this goes because they're obviously going to use the stand your ground thing. I was scared for my life. Yeah.
He's getting off.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
You think so?
Yeah.
I would see if it was Florida, I'd be like, yeah.
Well, Indiana's about as red as it gets.
Yeah.
What if someone hops your backyard fence and is running in your backyard? Can you light them up?
Doing what?
Yeah. Are they coming towards the house?
Are they banging on my door wall?
They're in my fucking property homes is what they are.
I might just shoot to make them dance.
Yeah.
Like shoot at their feet.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. I'd play that song.
Dance,
have
bitch,
you guys seen the video with Charlie Kirk's head of security and Sean Ryan?
No.
It just came. I think he was on the show yesterday. Maybe.
Was he there when Charlie was shot?
Yeah, he was holding his head.
Oh, is he the guy that's standing right behind him all the time?
Yeah. Do you want to hear some of this?
Yeah. Have you heard it yet, Amy?
Shot and then you hear the bullet hitting.
I'm gonna
And so you hear the actual shot, and then you hear the bullet hit him in the neck, like you hear it. And so in my head, I had an attribution to that. Oop, I know what that is. And so I turned, and at the time when I turned, started running, that's when Dan grabbed him. And I mean, this is a live fire event. It's not, everybody thinks in hindsight, well, this is a one-shot assassination. No, in our heads, there's
You
fire.
don't know what that is.
There's fire. There's more to come, right? And so Dan grabs Charlie, and then
Who's Dan?
Dan was the guy standing right next to Charlie when he got shot on the stage, and then I was to the right of Dan.
Okay.
And so he grabs him, and then I turn and see him start to the ground, but then I'm just thinking gunfire, and then he's leading to the ground because I'm on his right, where he was shot right here in the left of his neck. And so I jumped down on top of Charlie to cover him because where we're at, it's concealment at best. It's a tabling with cloth on it, so it's not hard cover. Our guys are start piling back in, and they're down, putting a human shield around him, but it's still just concealment. It's not cover. And so I initially dove down on top of him and just was on him almost face to face. And then when I was doing that, I went down, I could see the wound. And so I immediately shoved my hand into the wound to stop the bleeding, just trying to find the pressure. And it was coming out still. And I'm on top of him, like close. And it was still coming out enough that it squirted through my fingers, and I could taste it on my lips. And so I was like, man, this is a bad wound, right? And so I was just pushing that, and I don't know at that time. I know when you look at the clock, I was on him within 5 seconds and had my hands in him. And then I don't know when I put the first piece of medical on him. It was sometime after that, because I carry it right here, and that's why you carry it on you. You got to have it there. So, but then I remember pulling back away and thinking, damn, this is bad. Like it's coming out. And I don't remember saying this, but the guys told me, and you can kind of see it on the video. I said, prep the car. And I just prepped, and you see the two guys just take off. And that car's prepped in position, but what I mean, doors are open, I mean, the whole deal. And then so we're doing pressure control there, and it's a carotid artery, so you can't get on it, obviously. And in my head, I'm like, pack pressure, pray, man. These are what you can do for that wound. But then, so I'm on top, and then I told the guys, we got to exfil. We're all out here in the open. We're trying to give wound care, and we got to get off this X, right? And so, but I just said, we're exfilling. And so we got up, I think it was like 15, 16 seconds from the time the shot happened to the time we were picking him up. And
15 to 16 seconds?
That's what it was, yeah. And so
that's crazy.
That's fast.
Yeah, and this is horrible, but
it's fast to get an initial assessment, plug a hole, pick them up, move them.
Yeah, and so it's just like, dang. And it's some horrible realities of it too, that like I told the guys this, and I haven't.
He's gone.
When I jumped down on him, he had doll's eyes. And so I was like, man, these are wounds incompatible with life.
You knew.
Yeah.
You want to take a break?
I knew.
I got to Charlie about.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'll never forget pulling out of my parents' garage and literally backing out. I was on my way to Drew's to do his show that day when I got your text, Amy, with the video. Mm-hmm. And I looked at it and I immediately shut it off. And my parents had pulled out right in front of me. They were going to like dinner or something. And I called them and I said, Charlie's dead.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. As
that
soon as
video
you saw the video.
I saw 2 seconds of it and it was like, you're not surviving that. Like I remember getting over to Drew's and he had it on the news. And that's when those reports were coming out and Glenn Beck was like, they've got a pulse and he's stable. And it was like, there's no way.
No.
Yeah.
There's no
way. No way.
They were hoping. That was all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, imagine blaming those fucking people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they had something, as if they don't feel bad enough.
Right.
Yeah.
All the conspiracy bullshit.
And I mean, they clearly loved Charlie very much.
Right.
and
oh my God,
saw the worst of the worst. And, it's what they prepare for. But, to make it seem like they're over there signaling, and it's like, you're so fucking stupid if you think that. You're so fucking stupid.
We believe it was just the one guy, right?
I mean, yeah,
I do.
I think it was just the one guy, but I think that he's part of something bigger. Like I talked about yesterday, I think that there's this underground unfuckable loser cult that is very likely being groomed by, the CIA and FBI to become little fucking homegrown terrorists.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to find it.
And it kind of wraps up with all the reporting on Thomas Crooks, where, he's a furry, he's a, Trantifa. And I was listening to one of the ladies today who did this story for the New York Post yesterday. And there's kind of a problem there with these they, them people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No shit. I'm trying to find, sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to do two things at once.
That's not possible.
Mike can't do that.
I can't do it.
Mike can't do that.
Nope, can't do that. I stinks.
3G, are you a Pistons fan?
Of course.
You've been watching them?
10 in a row. I watched the end of the game last night. It was good.
Fucking awesome, man.
Last night without Cade, without Thompson, and without Karis LeVert and Tobias.
The past few nights.
4 guys.
Yeah.
And then Ivy, I guess, is starting with the Cruise now.
Nice.
Is it the Drive or the Cruise? The minor league.
Drive?
No, the Drive was
Cruise.
Grand Rapids. It's the Cruise. He's on rehab with them now.
And did you see Cade Cunningham is getting his own shoe with Nike?
Nice.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Yeah.
I didn't even, it's crazy. I didn't know he quietly re-signed with the Pistons.
Me either.
He's here long term.
Oh, really? I didn't know that either.
Well,
it's because they fucking they've been so bad. It's like nobody gives a shit. Good for Cade, though. Good for Cade.
I'm going to look and see when he signed that contract, because I said to my kid, well, he'll just leave. And my kid said, Dad, he already signed. He has a 5 years, $269 million max rookie extension.
Wow.
Yep.
Really?
It runs through 2030.
Well, he wanted to be here, which I always appreciated.
Yep,
yeah.
Me too. Unlike Derek
I love
Skubal.
to see that stuff. Right. Yeah. He's so gone. He's so fucking gone.
They're not even, did you see today the reporting? They're not even close. They're not even talking.
Oh, no. They're not. He's
not going to pay him $500 million.
He's gone. You saw the last
Somebody
game
will
by him in a Tiger uniform.
You mentioned the problem with the they them community. Can you pull up? I can't pull up the videos, Aim.
Yeah.
Did you see the one with Kevin Bacon?
Was it the one you just sent me?
No, it's a different one. If you want to play that was a Charlie Kirk one. But I can't find it.
Where am I supposed
in the videos is, this is what you're dealing with. I had a story out of Michigan. I guess they have did you see the superintendent Sue Carnell?
Love you all, but there's a lot of people in here that have a lot more money than me. And
ignore this. You won the Kevin Bacon one, right?
Why are you a billionaire?
Drag is an art.
No hate,
Drag
but
is a right.
yeah.
Drag is a centuries-old art form of creativity, expression, and self-exploration. It's an opportunity to educate through entertainment, and it's not dangerous. At 6 Degrees, we believe in amplifying the voices of those that are experiencing injustice. So join us in supporting the ACLU Drag Defense Fund by shopping our bonfire campaign or making a gift. Designed by the amazing Mason K. Kira and I are honored to support this important fund, and we welcome you to do the same.
Nothing's wrong with drag. It's trans.
Right.
Yeah.
Drag people are just cross-dressers.
Yeah. The only problem I have is when they want to fucking dress and drag and dance for children and do mock tipping sessions.
Yeah, or use,
or read to their children.
Female bathrooms or male bathrooms.
Yeah.
I've been to drag shows. I think they're hilarious.
Yeah, I went to Drag Queen Bingo, had a blast.
Yeah,
it
you
was
guys are
so much
adults.
fun.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. You know, I have no problem with the way it was my whole life until a couple of years ago.
You gotta cut loose, foot loose. Isn't that Kevin Bacon?
Who is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is the Sue Carnell who's getting all the shit today out of Michigan? Superintendent of schools there, being interrogated by Republican State Rep Jay DeBoyer. Do you have that video up there, Aim? Let me see if it'll pull up on my end. No. Asking how many genders there are.
Oh, he couldn't answer, could he?
She couldn't. This was, let's see, came during a Michigan House of Representatives hearing about proposed changes to the Department of Education's Health Education Standards Guidelines.
By the way you are, to dictate these kinds of things. Things like you said, the science of gender. How many genders are there? How many genders are there?
Different people have different beliefs on that.
Well, you can believe all you want, but science says there's 2.
Ugh.
So why is it that we believe we have to put this indoctrination into our you can believe whatever you want, and that's perfectly okay. And any parent can believe whatever they want, and that's perfectly okay. And any politician can believe whatever they want, and that's perfectly okay. But why are we putting it in the curriculum to educate our children about that? What's the reason behind that?
Yeah. She goes on to say because they're bullied sometimes.
Sure.
Everyone gets bullied sometimes.
Yeah. They get bullied. People were very quick to point out 3/4 of Michigan kids cannot read at grade level.
Right.
I mean,
that high?
Yeah.
I got in trouble with HR for saying something similar, but
yeah, that's right. I remember that.
I'll just stay out of this combo. I'd hate for it to be clipped.
Michigan currently ranks 44th in the country when it comes to 4th grade reading scores.
Wow.
So explaining to these kids the multitude of genders seems rather irrelevant. You know, you'd have
most
to
of the stuff they're being taught is irrelevant because they're not being taught the basics first.
Yeah. The reason behind it is that we find that children who are gender diverse are being harassed in school.
Yeah, because they're fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
Right. It's the same way we would have harassed dorks.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
for 'em.
I can't think of another instance where we've coddled mental illness so much.
No.
It's the weirdest thing.
But
it's
then
like
it leads to bad things. It leads to school shootings.
I know.
You know when you coddle mental illness.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
It's
and
funny.
it's like, what are we doing here?
A whole generation of kids have been told basically that it's okay and it's kind of cool to be fucked up.
Oh, for sure. You want to be a victim. That is the goal, is to be a victim.
Being a victim makes you matter.
It's so funny when someone says when someone comments and they try to do it like, hey, serious question here. Just, I'm not looking for trouble. I see a lot of that stuff going on with the Epstein victims. And people will be like, serious question. Like, why did these Epstein victims keep going to his house? Immediately, hundreds of people will jump on there and be like, these were children. They were not fully developed and must be protected from predators. We're talking about 17-year-old girls who aren't capable of seeing the danger and trauma that they're agreeing to. And it's like, how about we do trans kids next?
Mm-hmm.
Have that same fucking argument when it comes to trans kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, they kind of need to be protected from themselves at times. They're not fully developed. How about we don't let them make life-altering decisions as kids?
Did you see along that same line? Did you see Melissa Gilbert? When
Yeah.
She was talking about the Epsteins, and she was talking about, remember she was married in Little House on the Prairie at 15?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because of the age difference between her and Alonzo, which I think was, what, 6 years?
8 years.
8-year difference. She was 15, he was 23, and she had to kiss him. I'm like,
she had to kiss him in a scene.
Yeah, as a 15-year-old. I mean, it's not like he knocked her bottom out on screen. I mean, he kissed her for Christ's sake. He wasn't,
So Lynn says, but to get technical, there are some people that are born with XXY or XYY chromosomes. Right.
Intersex people?
And that is
0.1%.
Yeah.
That's a medical condition.
Yes, it is. It's
Just
called
like
intersex.
sometimes people are born without an arm. But you don't go around saying, well, there's two ways. There's two versions of humans. There's people who have arms and there's people who don't have arms. It's like, no, we're born with two arms, but there are some people who are born without one, and that's a medical condition. Just like intersex is a medical condition.
Right.
It's something that's wrong with you.
It's the abnormality that is the world.
Right.
It happens everywhere. You don't make laws for it. You don't try to teach it as normal in school and confuse the shit out of people.
And you don't encourage it.
No.
You try to overcome it and move on.
No. And you don't want to encourage people to bully people with conditions or anything along those lines.
This is such a good point.
Being a victim reduces your so-called privilege, especially if you're white. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a like, if you're a victim, if you can be a victim of something like, I've got all this guilt because I'm white and I have all this privilege, but I'm also a victim because I'm trans.
Good point.
And
DG.
so, it is a really good point. It's a way to kind of get yourself up there with, the victims of racism.
Got to have a good guilt complex.
You got to think in the videos we see of teachers in schools where they've, dolled up their classroom and they've got their septum ring. If they could have the classroom where they've got a trans kid in it, that kid is going to be treated differently and special.
Yeah.
They just are. And the other kids are going to recognize that this kid is getting, all kinds of praise for their bravery and heroicism and whatever other, whatever else is going on. And they're going to fall into line. That's why you get those weird stories out of California where it's like 6 kids in the second grade class all came out as trans. And you're like, yeah, no one's got a problem with that. Sure.
No, there's nothing wrong there.
Yeah.
Perfectly normal.
No, just pay attention to Hollywood right now when how many of the people that have trans kids? De Niro's kid is trans.
Wait, doesn't what's her face have 3?
Probably.
Yeah. Who's the actress with 3 trans kids?
Is it Megan Kelly or not Megan Kelly? Megan Fox.
Yes, it's Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Also, Ben Affleck. Affleck, Magic Johnson.
Is he gay or trans? Magic's kid.
Well, dresses like a woman and is gay as fuck.
Cross-dresser.
Dwayne Wade, the basketball player, as a
Dwayne Wade. Yeah,
has the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever and isn't doing it.
What?
WNBA?
Yes. Why aren't they doing it? Why aren't they doing it?
Yeah.
It would be so fucking awesome. Are you kidding me? I would watch every single game.
Yeah.
Magic's son could do it too.
But I don't know if
Magic those 2 in the backcourt. You just say you are. Who cares? No one's going to check.
True.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but my JETS Jets just got delivered.
Oh, well, I'll do a quick email and we'll get out of here. Pedo definition. I've told you these different things years ago, back when Jay and you were talking about pederast or priests versus pedos. Semantics. It's all sick and evil. There's no fixing it. Just delete. Yeah, we were talking about. Yeah, we were talking about Megyn Kelly and her, as a lawyer, talking about the technical definition. Look at Oist.
Where is the other dog?
No one cares. Oist is here.
She won't come, but Oyster did. See.
Hi, Oyster.
Kelly, this is all I got for you tonight. Is Oyster.
Hi, Oyster. Oh, I love your haircut.
Talk to her.
All right, go eat your Jets. Thank you, everybody. for being here.
She loves Lixon's your bald head.
Yeah, give me that bald head, D. I'm gonna lick it.
She's a good girl.
Sweet girl.
Like looking at you like, what are you guys doing?
This is the time I usually lick peanut butter off my dad's head. What are you
doing? Hey.
What? I don't. We're doing peanut butter time, D. Are we doing peanut butter time? Let's go, D. She said the magic word.
Come here, give me a kiss.
Are we doing downstairs peanut butter or upstairs on the head peanut butter?
As long as it's on the head, we'll be all right.
Which head, D? Which bald head are we doing today, D?
Hey.
Sorry. Amy said it.
It sounds like you know something about it.
See you guys tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
JET